Hey everybody, it's Jamie, your PTSD buddy. Haven't done a video in a while, but I wanted to talk to you because last week I got really triggered. I was out of town and I got really triggered. I'm not going to get into what happened, but it turned into a full-blown panic attack to where I was shaking and I was just no good to anybody. Um, but luckily, my wife, Vanessa, was there with me, and she was able to pull me out of the trigger and calm me down. My wife's been with me for a while, and over the years, she's learned my PTSD. She's learned my triggers. She's learned what triggers me. She learned why I have PTSD, and she's learned how to ground me once I've been triggered. So I shout out to my wife, God love you, baby. I'm lucky to have you. Right? You're such an amazing woman. I'm so in love with you and so lucky to have you. To anyone out there who knows someone with PTSD and you're helping them, like my wife is, I would just like to give a shout out to you because you're probably saving a life. People with PTSD, we can't fight it alone. We need somebody to help. So thank you for what you're doing. And if you know somebody with PTSD, um, if they feel comfortable enough to let you in and for them to tell you, like I've told my wife about my triggers and everything. Um, Once my family knew about my PTSD and they knew what triggered me and how to calm me down, life became easier. I wasn't doing it alone. Sometimes my kids are able to spot things that could trigger me before I do, and they say maybe you shouldn't do that, Dad. That could trigger you, and I agree. And so having my two kids and my wife look out for me has really helped me. So if you're out there and you know someone with PTSD, you could really help them too. Sometimes when a person gets triggered, it's hard for them to ground themselves again. They forget their grounding techniques because they're triggered. So if you know their triggers and you know their grounding techniques, you could go through those grounding techniques with them. You could be a big help, right? And it's not it's these grounding techniques are probably not that hard for you to learn, but what is hard is for someone to open up to you. So if they do open up to you and they do want to show you, you know, how to ground themselves and how you can help, take the time to learn because you're definitely going to save a life. All right? And people with PTSD, you can't do it alone, right? And you're not alone, right? You can find some PTSD buddies. My kids are a big tool for me. My kids know grounding techniques. My kids know what triggers me. They help me every day, just like my wife helped me last week. All right? Don't do it alone. Cheers, everybody. I hope this helps.